Hey, Bob.
Hey, Dan.
We put out a poll a little while ago, and we're like, hey, this Devil May Cry 2 Let's Play is terrible. What's our next feel-good game Let's Play? And people said Shinobi. So, that's weird.
Yeah.
I guess when I only gave them nice things to choose from.
Right, they don't have the ability to make us play Lords of Shadow.
It wasn't on the poll. So as long as we keep doing polls.
I thank you for all that you have taught me until this day.
Now die.
It is time for us to part, Hotsuma.
So imagine Devil May Cry but dumber somehow.
Somehow. This is actually a trope that I see a lot in like ninja movies and stuff.
This is ridiculous.
Like kill your brother?
Yeah, or kill the other,
Your predecessor?
your rival for the leadership of the clan.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Come.
Apparently this was originally designed for the Dreamcast. Like, that's where production started.
I'd believe it. It came out pretty early, like '02.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, so it doesn't surprise me that it started on the Dreamcast. So, you know, the Dreamcast would have had a pretty good library of games. What with... I feel like Crazy Taxi 2 is a much weaker game than Crazy Taxi 3 was, but I haven't played Crazy Taxi 3. I'm just judging this based on the seconds I played of 2 and what I've seen of 3. Why have I not ordered Crazy Taxi 3?
I don't know. Look at that's amazing. You can't beat
Constructed out of buses. Because it always looked like buses. It didn't look like it was made out of houses.
Oh, I always got I got the Japanese castle aesthetic, but I see what
it
you're
looks
doing.
like a really jank Japanese castle. Like all the parts jutting out at completely weird angles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This self-proclaimed sorceress here. Or sorry, sorcerer.
Thank you.
He's not proclaiming he's a lady. That'd be really ridiculous.
He's just going way over the top. The news really wouldn't have respected that.
Right.
They're already finding it difficult to respect his sorcery.
I know he made a castle of gold appear in our city, but
And you're exploding all of our vehicles with terrible demon seals. I love the frame of black that keeps popping up. Also,
classy.
gotta love the every boss of the game, but shadowy.
yes, always good. Always a good shot.
I feel like this is, you know, like you can respect this in the same way you respect the bouncer. Not at all. Just kidding. There we go.
It wasn't the news, it was the military.
Uh-huh.
The capital is all but paralyzed.
That's great.
I heard what happened to the Oboro. I know this must be difficult for you. The force field is spreading! We can't hold out!
We will be arriving momentarily.
We built a CG thing to show us when.
To get any closer. I'll get off here.
Look, Bob. This is an amazing amount of storytelling from a company that brought you Sonic Adventure.
Yes. This is probably my favorite Sega game.
Wow.
I know they do a lot. I guess there's Bayonetta 1. So, you know.
Yeah, there's Bayonetta 1.
I feel like
And a little thing you may have heard of called Sonic the Hedgehog, but you know, sure, Shinobi on PS2. Fucking, if you're gonna be a hipster, go full hipster. I'm surprised you didn't say Nightshade, which I hear we may have to give a chance.
Right, maybe.
Maybe after we finish this Let's Play, so our viewer base has
A strong understanding
the opportunity
of Shinobi.
to appreciate what this is, so they can understand the contrast. This cutscene's so clumsy.
Right, yeah, all the choreography in this is pretty bad.
Yeah, I feel like if they made a new one, have Platinum make it, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's really tragic they didn't get Platinum to make a new one. Like,
Yeah.
seems like Sega and Platinum are pretty done.
Right, which is weird.
The Oboro being used against me.
Because, you know, they're like, we're going to make IP for you. And Sega's like, cool, we're going to fund it. And then it comes out and they're like, it didn't do good enough. I mean, the best-selling Devil May Cry is Devil May Cry 4. The best-selling Monster Hunter is like Monster Hunter 1 billion, or
Right.
whatever world's number is.
Okay, man, okay. It's gonna take a minute to get used to these camera controls again. Accidentally used my magic. All right, doing good.
It's a really good song.
Yeah. There we go. Got my kicks, got my swords. Like it.
Give me just a second here. You can keep commenting. I gotta check something.
Okay. Let's see.
Hey Bob,
Hey, what's up?
did you get this at launch?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You were in line?
No, I ordered it from Amazon, I believe. I believe it was one of the first things I ever ordered
In
on the internet.
2002.
Maybe it wasn't Amazon.
You
It
ordered
was-
this from Amazon.
It was. It was.
It was a book back then.
It might have been a GameStop early on in their online service too. Cause oh man, but I don't know why.
So
it-
you saw a ninja game for the PS2. You're like, I need that shit bad. This commercial told me Shinobi's back.
I never played the original, but he's back, and I'm
He
excited
looks
about
like
it.
a real dope ninja.
I really like this art. This is the same artist who did Dante's original design and other character design in that game.
I forgot you told me that.
Then he went on to do Sengoku Bashira, which is super obvious.
Yes. Once you frame it like that, it's like, yeah, of course he did. That's great.
The wall running this, I always thought was so cool. Got these cutscene things.
Yeah, no, it's so good. What are those cutscenes called? Is there a tate? That's
Yeah.
your tate? I think we were live streaming this at one point. You said Tate?
Yes.
And I'm like, that's a bit too close to Tate. Please don't say that. But yeah, this came out in November 2002, which would put it right next to Tony Hawk.
I feel like I might have
Tony Hawk 4.
I missed the launch of it actually and didn't know about it until summer, and that's why I had to order it on the internet.
Yeah,
That might be what happened.
possibly.
It's like, why would I have done that? Because I wasn't exactly like I've never been in the habit of ordering online instead.
Like as a first option.
yeah.
Yeah. It's such good music. I really do like the music in this. It has a very distinct style.
Yeah. Yeah. The weird fusion of like modern techno and a little bit of classical instruments.
Yeah, classical Japanese sound mixed with like techno. It's good.
We don't have the major mechanic of this game yet, so this first level's a little weird. But it lets
Yeah.
you get used to like the way it feels and plays before you dealing
Yeah,
with.
and unlike other M, it doesn't make you learn this by locking you in a cutscene hell for 3 hours.
right.
You know, Bob, that video says it's only 44 minutes long, which I don't believe.
Uh-huh.
The other M video,
The other end video. Okay, yeah.
I don't trust it at all. That felt like a year.
Yeah.
'Cause
Which
there's
button
so-
switches my magic? Do I do that in the pause menu? No.
What switches your what?
My magic.
Your D-pad.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Yeah. For those curious, the magic's in the lower left. He's got, was it 3 types? Your lightning fast, your energy blade.
Yeah, where you
And then
shoot
your fire.
waves.
Oh man, we gotta get these coins, Bob.
Yeah, the coin. I love the coins.
We gotta get them all.
I wish I remembered all of them. I have actually got all of them before.
Yeah, in fact, on your main file, you actually have Joe Musashi
Yep.
and other things. Maybe
Yeah.
we should have done this playthrough as Joe Musashi.
He changes the game and doesn't have the main mechanic, I don't think.
Oh
there's
yeah,
a-
that's right. I thought it was cool as shit until you told me that he doesn't have the Tate.
Like
And
this
I
is
was
the
like-
powering up stuff,
I was like, no, I'm gonna need that because that's this game.
right? It really like turns every boss into a puzzle,
Yeah,
and it's neat.
it's a really great, interesting take on an action game. I do feel like you could have fused this with Ninja Gaiden, the way it controls, the way it has weapon variety.
Right.
And you could have made a really incredible update of this game, you know?
Yeah, no, there's so many things you could have done, but this franchise is now non-existent. They did that one on the 3DS, and
That we might have to give a chance.
Oh God, that is the perfect thing to give a chance, but oh my God, that there is nothing.
There's no
No.
hope. There's some health over there,
There
yeah.
is. Man, that was a lot of house.
I've actually barely seen the 3DS one. I just saw videos and I was like, well, that's tragic.
Yeah,
But
right.
but you did you buy it and then sell it?
I believe I was able to
Check
rent
it out?
something.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then just recently I bought it for like $3.
Which, you know, winning move right
Yes.
there.
Or maybe they released a demo. It was just so bad. There's no chance.
Yeah. They did release that demo. But yeah, I think it would be good to try the 3DS one just because of our video quality is immensely better than everyone else's on DS stuff especially. And I'm not saying that to be smug, I'm saying that because it's true and I value good quality video, you know? Like we need to do some portrait room and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no good quality videos of that on the internet. You know, you have that magic.
Yeah, there we go.
Do you carry over scrolls in between levels?
I think so.
Okay, we'll find out. You used one.
Of course.
One shuriken.
She's just that good.
One.
Ageha should not be messed with, okay?
Wait. We need his delivery.
Leadership suits you well.
Ageha.
You have no qualms about fighting your clansmen, even if they are already dead.
Man, it's bad enough that I have to kill them, but then getting lectured by this bitch is making it way worse.
You left the Oboro clan. These are not the affairs of a rogue
The
ninja.
I'm trying to remember.
You are the leader of nothing.
Their deaths shall be avenged by my blade. I do not need your help.
These deliveries are great.
They're the best.
I love how it makes a swooping ninja sound, so you assume he just leapt like that, right?
Right.
Just
but
way
really,
out.
he just jumped on top of a car.
Yeah, it was really incredible. Look, Bob, he didn't have to clamber it, you know? He just jumped like one clean jump. Man, you missed two.
Oh, man.
That's pretty bad.
Oh, wow.
Pretty bad.
My C rank. Ugh. It's gross.
You're a sea dog? A sea ninja dog? Or a ninja sea dog? I like that last one. We'll go with that.
Moritsune! Stay back, Hosama. You are the leader of the Oboro now.
It's like a...
Strong.
It's good.
Take the sword. Take Akujiki.
And then he just throws it into him and kills him with it. He's like, shit.
Do not forget. My spirit shall forever be by your side.
Yeah.
You know, this is a really moving scene for people who dealt with this in their real life.
Yeah. Who hasn't dealt with this?
I've dealt with this.
Beheading your brother is just a part of growing up.
Yes. When you're a badass ninja like me. This game is really good. I felt like at some point in time I would like it less because most people did not like this game as much as us, Bob.
Right, I know.
It was upsetting.
I think that just comes from it being a hard game.
Yeah.
Because this game,
Like, it's a game that will kill you and make you redo a level.
right. And that
You know what, Bob? Here, let me. I'll take a
yeah,
level.
sure.
You know,
Let me kill
we're in
these three
scrub
just-
territory.
just so we're not hanging
Not that
out
I'm
in the middle of a
bad at this game. You
Right.
know, get used to this inverted stick.
Yeah.
The momentum on the camera is like the one thing I definitely would change here.
Right. Also, you need to be really careful with where you jump on the walls because the darker parts are the ones. you
Yeah,
just
like
can't-
this right here.
That, and also when it gets a little bit too low, you won't be able to grab it.
Yep.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, that's definitely
confusing.
something you would change to.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, one
Yeah,
sec.
you gotta break that thing. Yeah. Right.
I'm glad there's a single button snap to the way I'm looking thing. I feel like that really helps.
Yeah. What is that? Is that just
That's
clicking the
L1.
analog stick? Oh, it's L1. Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad it isn't clicking the analog stick. I don't really want to play a game where I'm constantly clicking the analog stick.
Yeah, clicking the analog stick isn't a great thing.
Yeah.
Whatever. You don't need to kill her.
Yeah, no, I really don't.
Hey, there's another.
There's also that trick.
It's always fun.
If you double jump,
Of course,
you
it uses
do.
a ton of kunai.
It does, but you know, it's still cool as shit and important to show them all the cool stuff. I shall have my revenge. Imagine this dude is just murdering shitloads of people he knew.
Uh-huh.
Countless, hundreds, right?
Right.
And he's just pissed the whole time. Do you know how angry he is by the time he hits that castle? Like, God, it's great. Yeah, I feel like with a bit more intelligent camera system, maybe a little bit less clunky of wall running, and weapon variety at all, this game would just convert well to a contemporary scale action game because it already has a really good hook.
Yeah, that hook is really interesting.
Yeah. The problem is it's kind of like the hooks in Resogun. It's a hook that's mostly interesting when you're a skilled player.
Right.
Because otherwise, it's highly frustrating. Because it's like, I'll kill some of them, and then my cool thing, and we still haven't gotten that hook, and it's still a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Like even without the hook, this game is neat. I mean, look at how red his scarf is. Game of the year.
That scarf is crazy. Like,
yeah, I would love to see a modern rendition of that scarf.
Like this character design is just so good.
So,
just all you do.
This is worrying. Which way do I cross? From there?
Man, I don't remember.
Maybe I don't risk it.
Right, maybe.
Because one missed jump and you're redoing the whole level.
Right.
Which is brutal.
Yes, definitely.
This has levels in a way that Ninja Gaiden kind of doesn't. You know? Because you don't fall in a hole and have to redo a level in Ninja Gaiden.
Right. This is much more traditional.
Which is funny because they're both based on that sort of game. Like both Ninja Gaiden and Shinobi are that kind of Yaro.
Yeah, I don't.
One more time. Yeah, it's good. I feel like maybe more companies should be taking the Square approach, especially ones with interesting IPs, whereas Square, I don't know that I would consider the Eidos catalog interesting.
Oh no,
like Fear Effect.
The Eidos catalog is kind of terrible.
Perhaps this is our destiny.
That is the best shot of that character dying I've ever seen. Also, man, you know how good you could get that with giblets and fucking ludicrous Gibbs and physics?
It needs to definitely be an M-rated game. Because that's part of what makes 2 or Nightshade worse. They just take away them cutting the pieces.
Because they're not even organic, right? They're robots, aren't they?
A lot of them are robots. There are some organic things, but those guys just fall over, or the spider things just dissolve. Like they melt. And
yeah.
Like, what?
I mean, at least nowadays in video games, we aren't as afraid to make an M-rated game, you know?
Right.
In fact, one might argue too many games are M-rated, but I disagree with that. Not because I need my content to be super edgy to care. It's... Wait a second. Okay.
No.
Set dressing.
Yes.
It's that I think we really need to, as a society, not just America, but like the world, but mostly America, let's be real, move away from like tailoring our content for the younger generations. Yeah. Because that leads to most of our content being really not sophisticated. Like, we have way too much content about the idea of saving the world and not enough about basic human, like, things. Oh, man, that jump is also scary. Okay, if I was playing outside of a Let's Play, I'd go for it.
But no, not
But
here.
there's no point in having a coin, you know?
Not in the Let's Play.
Not really.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we could do for some more games that don't feel like they need to be super edgy.
Yeah, I don't know that we're having that problem nowadays. I wouldn't say that Assassin's Creed is super edgy. I wouldn't say... What are you...
Yeah, I mean, like, the Assassin's Creed games and Watch Dogs games and that sort of thing, they're just like, well, it's gotta have blood and sex. Otherwise, everyone's not gonna buy it.
Do both of those do that?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah?
At least the Far Cry games.
And okay, that's a different series. You can't... I'm like, I don't remember getting laid in Watch Dogs. I remember he went into a city.
Definitely.
Which one? One, two, both?
One, I'm pretty sure 2 does it. There's like a bunch of sex trade in 1 that you get into.
A bunch of what?
Sex trade. Yeah, so there's all that. And
yeah, I remember
it's like every one of those games that's open world is just like, it also has to be Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, it doesn't have to be, you know?
True.
I'm not saying, oh yeah, nothing should approach that sort of thing. It's just like, it's become boring. There's so much of it.
I don't know. I can see how in the world of Watch Dogs, having a sex trade thing is definitely 100% a part of its tone. Like, you know, it's about really dark shit.
Not over yet.
It's great. Oh man, I forgot to look at Kill You.
Oh yeah, now it's
no! Now it's Q. It's Q to you. Here's your weirdly down-to-earth choreographed fight scene.
Right after all the teleporting around him and using magic.
Jiki has tasted my blood.
Drink of my soul. But yeah, I mean, I think at least there, what you're talking about is the sex trade thing. Like, that's an actual topic that you could only do in an M-rated thing.
Oh yeah.
It's not like, you know, I could dodge it normally, but I'm just too cool. Also, apparently, I would have been fine standing that close to an explosion.
Yeah, you're that hardcore. Okay?
I mean, look at your six-pack. Fine. You got this. I think we can do one more level.
Okay.
Because according to this, each level's been about 5 minutes, and with cutscenes, I think we're sitting somewhere around 20. But I haven't looked. I could look, but I haven't yet.
Wow.
Oh wow, we're children.
You better put it back.
No, this is mine.
You know, unlike the voice actors for the adult characters, I'm pretty sure the kid voice actors are like still anime voice actors. Like some of those are really familiar.
Yeah. Whereas the adult voice actors sound nothing like actors.
Right?
That looked great, always did.
Yeah.
Was very clear what was happening.
Akujiki has awakened.
Well, after you see what it does to enemies, you can't get
Oh yeah,
it. But,
yeah,
but
no,
yeah,
it looks terrible, the cutscene though.
People are made up of evil and good, yin and yang.
That's what those symbols stand for, evil and good.
Yin
Yep.
is the collection of all the hatred.
Just like the ego's evil and the id is good.
Akujiki has consumed the yin of men since ancient
look at that.
times.
Real cool.
yeah.
If left unfed,
Just straight up some concept art from that artist.
Yeah, no,
good.
absolutely.
fear for your life.
I am prepared to face my fate.
Okay.
I do think it'd be really nice. God, that looks terrible too. That does too. It's so weird that the game itself is really well animated, but then everything in the cutscenes is so floaty and weird.
Save Master Kabuki.
Well, he said kaboom.
Yeah, no.
It's good.
I will look for Kabushi-sama.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. But yeah, I'm not saying I need everything to be like edgy.
Right.
I really do think we author most of our content for young adults, which, you know, even Persona's rated M. Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Tate shall be the key to your victory. And it's true. If you're not using that mechanic properly, you won't beat this game.
No. Not a chance.
Here, I'll take this. You know what? No, I'll hand back.
Yeah, okay.
I can take 2B. You can take 2A. I like 2B. She's mine.
Yeah, now that sword's powering up with each kill. So,
Yeah, which helps.
Right? Makes it real quick.
I mean, the first level was fine.
yes.
But yeah, the inner part is the yin. It's consumed from the enemies, and if it runs out, it just starts eating our health, which is apparently our yang.
Right? Just how it is.
That was cool.
Yes.
Just I'm not just a statue. I'm also a real ass fucking fox.
There was probably a dead clansman.
Come on! Ah!
Also, now that we have the sword power up, we can do this.
Oh yeah, which is cool, but also consumes the yin.
Yeah, but
So you gotta do it carefully.
Right.
My favorite thing is to boost up the power of Akujiki through the Tate, and then do that for a ridiculously overpowered hit.
oh yeah. I mean,
And then they block, and then you're like, well, shit. Because
I guess I'm an idiot.
But yeah, for those who maybe aren't catching it, there's a timer. As long as they're hanging around dead and that icon's on fire in the upper right, you'll get the boosted power. But if he doesn't kill them fast enough, they'll fall apart and he'll lose that Tate. It's a really good mechanic.
Yeah.
Like I really just, I'm sad that no one else has innovated on this. Maybe if action games were, maybe if indie games went more in the direction of making good action games. But you notice they don't do that.
Yeah, no, that's
Because it's mechanically very difficult.
right.
Budget-wise, pretty expensive. You know? Like, it's not cheap to have a huge amount of levels you travel through. There was a scroll on top of the bridge.
There was
The
one.
gateway, rather.
Oh, okay. I can cling to just a tiny bit of that.
Yeah, the sign itself,
Right.
right? You did it!
I guess my point with the M-rated games thing is a lot of those M-rated games are just really dumb to be, or even though they're M-rated, like they're not like Last of Us of like actually using the M-rated in a meaningful way. They're
Right,
just-
but that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about culturally at large, and like when we were talking about how Nightshade became a rated T game, I noted that's not really a problem anymore. Where they turn a rated M game into a rated T game and lose something because of it.
Right.
Like they're not afraid to make a rated M game nowadays, and I'm glad, because a lot of mediums, they are terrified.
Yes.
In fact,
Yes.
most. Like, you don't want to make a rated R movie, oh god. Anything but that, just come and rob me. Like, Hollywood producer would rather you kick open their door and rob them than get them signed up to fund a rated R movie.
Right, which is crazy.
It is. It's crazy. It's crazy and complicated, but it's really aggravating. Because you can't have an entire art form be oppressed by what your weird cultural biases say is okay to show kids.
Right.
And like that's the thing. Like Persona 5 is able to cover things that is very real. You know, that is happening. Like Persona 4 too, as well.
Right.
Persona 4 as well. Very real things about the human experience. There's nothing over here. You needed that extra one, even though you're full.
Yeah. Man.
Silly me. Because it's not pulling any punches. Like there's a lot of things in those games that obviously get them rated M.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the thing that's frustrating. It's frustrating to me how many things are Marvel. You know, how many things are young adult novel.
Yeah. I guess that really isn't much of a thing in games.
No,
so.
that's not a problem anymore. But God knows it was back then. Like back in the PS2 days, people were still afraid to make rated M games to some extent. By the time we hit PS3 and COD started sounding like hotcakes, because of course, you know, like GTA started helping with that, but people making GTA clones a lot of times still tried to get a rated T back then.
Right.
You know? Too many children's playing video games. Whereas like you start hearing, the average age of a gamer is getting older, and it's like, well, that's fine. The average age of a person is older. You know? Like it makes sense that the average age of one form of media in your culture should be maybe approaching the average age of a person in your culture.
Right.
But usually when people talk about that, they talk about it in the tone of like, they aren't making things for kids, they're aging out, it's gonna be like comic books. It's aggravating. Their models look so bad.
Let us rest in peace. Please.
Inside the sword, I guess.
Well, the sword's gonna like...
Shirogane. Akagane.
Shirogane. Can I get letters in there? No, it's Jewish. Hakagane. You got some schmutz on your face. But no, I get it, Bob. You want the Shinobi for PS4 to come back as a young adult novel. It's gonna be like Harry Potter. We're gonna go to the school of Shinobis. We're gonna learn about... Yeah, no, that sounds terrible.
Right,
Just
no.
joking about it's made me very sad. You know, you could show off some of our other magic, like really fast movie mode.
I guess. Or I can just take damage and
Oh, cool.
this makes me invincible too. There we go. Now we got those guys to come in.
Yeah.
Come on. As I screw it up
Yeah.
immediately.
That's fine. Maybe they're here for that. You don't know. You can stun him with a shuriken. Yeah, in fact, you could do that and then charge hit him.
Yeah, I guess.
That's where it's really at.
So he's just
Like
kill
that. We used to be much better,
Yeah.
says Bob defiantly.
I'm used to just restarting if I missed the first time.
Like restarting the fight?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. You know, their souls are definitely being eaten by that sword.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That's the evil part of their soul. Or something. You know, it got weird with that explanation.
A little.
I'm sure the yang is just their corporeal form, right?
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
that their souls are the yin. So all souls are yin. Okay, that's not weird. Glad that doesn't have weird ramifications. But yeah, Shinobi's a really great game. I'm excited to see more of this game, and I hope you are too. So come back next episode where we enjoy a game, and hopefully you're interested in seeing that on the internet. And not just Devil May Cry 2, you sick fucks. GigaBoots has been brought to you by our Immaculate God King executive producers, Vincent Poverk, Cy Wolf, Nicholas Cameron, E. Lee Broyles, Unit Number 2, Joshua Mattingly, Brendan O'Sullivan, Trouncing Trogdor, Starfalcon, and Spaceman Spiff. Thank you to all of our God King executive producers. And also these guys. Head on over to patreon.com/gigaboots and become one of these names today.